Alright then, our worms have been secured for another day of eel fishing. Now I've probably got 15-20 worms, so just going to fish till they run out. I'm probably going to start fishing about 2 o'clock. I think we're going to go road bridge, I think, if no one else is there. And fish into the deep pool on the left-hand side of it, I think. I've seen an eel there a few times, so with any luck, he'll be there today. And who knows? But as I say, worms are secured. I can go out when I want now. Alright, we're down on the riverbank now. I'm at Road Bridge Pool. Rod's been in about 5 minutes. No touches or anything, which is somewhat to be expected, I suppose. I'm seeing a lot of trout move, so we might end up catching a few trout. The sun's in and out. It's very similar conditions to the other day when I caught an eel from this pool. So with any amount of luck, that eel or some more eels are kicking about, and I'll be able just to get one out in good time before my worms run out. But as always, I'll bring you back if we get a fish or if anything interesting happens. Well, when I got here, it was nice and sunny. It was warm. Obviously got a t-shirt on. It's just started to rain now. The clouds have just appeared out of nowhere. And, well, it's rather cold. I don't know whether that's going to help the eel fishing or whether it's not. I don't know loads about them. Of course, I'm still going to go till the worms run out, because I don't see why not. I'm underneath the bridge. Rain's not going to get me, so I don't mind. Alright then, I've been here for about 2 hours now. I really haven't had a bite. I haven't seen many fish. I've seen a few little trout, not big enough to take. I thought I'd show you the rig that I use when I'm eel fishing. So on the bottom, you can use any size hook, it really doesn't matter. I use a crushed barb hook so that they're easy to remove. With a 3-inch, 2.5-inch, 3-inch hook length to a swivel. Above that swivel, I always use an inline lead. Medium weight for this sort of pool I'm fishing today. Inline lead, and this is so that the eel does not feel the resistance. They're really finicky fish. They really do not like feeling resistance when they pick up the bait, otherwise they'll drop it straight away. And obviously, if you think that's lying on the bottom like that, and an eel takes it, it's just gonna move, and the lead stays still, and the hook can move freely. And that is why the rig works so well. It works well for trout as well because of that reason. Either way, I'm going to put it back in the water because it's on here showing yet it can't catch any fish. But hopefully it'll get one today. If not, it happens, doesn't it? The Eurasian eel is a species that fills everyone who fishes for it with curiosity and bewilderment. No one even knows how they spawn. We all know they go to the Sargasso Sea in the Caribbean, but there's no evidence that says they actually lay eggs. There's also no evidence that they say they have live births. Some people even call them aliens. They're fish that fascinate me to my very core, and a part of the reason why I enjoy fishing so much. The eel itself is a creature of beauty, in my opinion. A lot of people value them not in the way that they should. A lot of people view them as trash fish to avoid catching. They're such an amazing creature, I can't see how you can view them like that, but many people do. Obviously, I suppose if you're fishing for other species, then they could be a nuisance to catch, but they are such a purely amazing creature, and it is such a great feeling to fish for them and to catch them and hold them in your own hands. Actually get a deep look with your own eyes at the fish is a feeling I can't really describe. They, as I've said, they fill everyone with curiosity that fishes for them. And if you're a curious person, do a little bit of research and you'll only be left with more questions about the eel, because no one has the answers. And that is why I fish for them. I don't want answers, I want more questions. Alright then, it's been 3 hours since I got here. I've had one bite, which was just a one down, shook a bit and then came back up. Never hooked the fish, it just took off the tail of the worm. I'm not going home. But I am going to move spots. This is my last cast at Road Bridge. I'm going to go down to Pebble Pool, I think. As I've just seen some lads, I've been fishing Industrial Pool, which is where I probably would have moved to. So yeah, I'm going to go down to Pebble Pool, similar to how I did the other day. And, well, save the blank with a trout is the plan. But with any amount of luck, there might be an eel there too. Either way, I'll see you when I'm down there. Unless I get a fish in this cast. But I'll probably just see you when I'm down there. Well, I've moved to Pebble Pool. I've had the rod in all of a minute, and I've just had an absolutely thumping bite. It's safe to assume there it is again. It's safe to assume it's a trout that's doing it, but it's going to get me off the blank, which is making me very, very happy. With any amount of luck, I'll actually take the hook on the next time I bite. Alright then, I've been here at this Pebble Pool spot for maybe an hour now. I've had 4 bites. Not one of them's connected. I'm assuming they're all trout. I mean, I could be wrong. There's no way to know what fish a bite was 100% unless you get the fish to the bank. But I'm assuming that they're trout, because there's a lot of trout kicking about in here. And most of them are straight away after put a cast in the water, instantly get a bite as it's dropped through the column. And that is a trout doing that, in my opinion. I follow the worm down through the column because they're sitting high up because it's a nice day. There's a lot of flies on the water. I'm determined to catch one though, because I know I'm getting bites here, so I won't be blanking today, but currently I am. Just watching my rod tip now, it's moving. I think it's just with the wind, but I'll come back to you with the fish because I'm staying here till I catch one. Alright then, it's getting on a bit. I've had bite after bite after bite here, but the way it was on Monday, yeah, the trout are just taking the tails off the worms and never getting the hook in their mouth. It's unfortunate. I'm going to have to call it a day after this next cast because I've got stuff to do. I've been out for 7.5 hours now. I'll give it one more cast. The bites have slowed down here as well, actually. I don't know whether the fish have filled themselves with the worm that have been nicking off my hook, or whether they've just switched off, which happens with trout. I'm going to make another cast after this one though. With any amount of luck, we'll get a fish. A last cast fish to save the blank. But if that doesn't happen, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.